Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday, August 6th, 2018. Very humid day. We've had a couple of major rainstorms come through today as well, which is not a bad thing. So I'm showing you this first, okay? We went to I should have showed you this yesterday, but we went to a garage sale over the weekend. And this is an old style lawnmower, obviously, with the blades that you just push it and it works. And I had one when I was married to my first wife, and I loved them, and I've always wanted another one since and never saw one. So here was this at this garage sale, and the lady had $20 on it. So I said to her, I go, will you take 10? She goes, I'll take 15. I said, how about 12? She goes, okay, done. So I picked up this nice old style push mower for 12 bucks. That I don't ever have to worry about it running out of gas, nothing like that. As long as somebody can push the thing, it's going to cut the grass. So I was real happy to get it, and so I wanted to share that with you guys. It's 5 blades, 18-inch cut, and I already tried it a little bit, and it works freaking great. So no issues at all. But as long as you keep the blade sharp, you're going to be fine. So that's one of the things that we've added to the Homestead here recently. So I wanted to share that with you. So today we've pulled in 6.8 kilowatt hours already today. Yesterday we did end up with 8.2 kilowatt hours for the entire day, but it was a completely sunny day the whole day. It was absolutely gorgeous. So today, like I said, we've had 2 rainstorms roll through here, and I mean it was really raining hard. I'm going to show you some more of the produce that we just pulled out of the garden. It's been absolutely crazy how much stuff we're pulling out of the garden this year. But so here's a couple zucchinis. I mean, look at the size of this guy. I mean, it is freaking huge. Pulled out some more of the acorn squash. Pulled out more of the yellow zucchinis. Pulled out more of the cucumbers. Look at some of these cucumbers. I didn't realize they had gotten that big. And so, well, honey, I just yellow squash. Sorry. Thank you for the clarification. Pulled out some peppers as well. Like I said, it's just the garden is done absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I ended up pulling out a couple of the onions, the red onions. I was pulling weeds out, and some of the red onions came up, so I just kept them out, even though they're small. But they'll still be very usable. So I want to get into the topic of today's video, and this is I'm going to go into this because actually Heather and I ended up going out for a ride today. And so this was a real big part of what I, have talked about before, solar versus wind turbines, okay? And people have talked about, oh, you need to have a wind turbine. You need to have a wind turbine up there for the part of the year when you're not doing so well with the solar. And there is a place not that far from here that has this absolutely huge wind turbine, privately owned. It's not, part of one of those great big ones that they have, but it's a good-sized wind turbine. I haven't seen the thing working in 8 months because it broke down, okay? And all summer long it hasn't been fixed. It's still up there not working. We just passed another place today out on our ride. Same thing, another wind turbine, not working. The problem with wind turbines, guys, and this is my opinion only, okay? You got too many moving parts. So you're going to have issues with those moving parts. The beauty with solar is, I put these solar panels in, and they may not be as efficient as the years go by, but they're not losing a lot of efficiency, and they will work for the next 30 years, so, or better. So that's, for me, it's absolutely a no-brainer. The cost of putting in a tower, and I'm going to pan up here to these trees. I mean, these trees are 120 foot plus in the air, okay? So I would need to be above the tree line to get decent wind in the first place. So putting in a tower alone, a wind turbine tower, would be astronomical, the cost, okay, number one. And there's one of the babies. What's going on, Pandora? Okay, so somebody asked me what kind of dogs they were. Our puppies are half collies and half German shepherds. So they're good puppies. Very good. They listen well. Really easy to train. I mean, we got them, they already sit. If they start heading towards the road and we tell them to stop, they stop on a dime. I mean, it's absolutely been really smart dogs. Good herding dogs as well. So as we add more animals to the homestead, they will protect the animals at the homestead. They're just really a fantastic dog. Okay, so anyway, but with a wind turbine, if you have this huge tower putting up, that's going to cost you a lot of money to begin with. And then the turbine, and it's just, cost effectiveness, it is just so much more cost effective to add more solar to your system as opposed to having a wind turbine. Now yes, in the wintertime, you know, you're going to have more issues as far as solar goes. You're talking about a lot more cloudy days, especially up here in the Northeast in New York. So you're going to have more issues that way, okay? But to me, it's just cost effective wise. Let's say it cost me $1,500 to put up a wind turbine, to put up a 400-watt wind turbine, okay? That's an example. I could take that same $1,500 and almost buy $1,500 watts more of solar. So it's a no-brainer that adding more solar is a better way to go. So that, for me, and I definitely want to hear what your guys' opinions is. And I know a lot of people are going to say you need to have a combination of both. But if you're having issues with breaking down of your wind turbines, what good are they if they're breaking down? Okay, I got to show you. She is way more aggressive than he is. She goes after him all the time, and they just love to play. They love to play. They love to run. And here she goes. And she, but they're just, oh my, I can't even begin to tell you how awesome they have been. They're such good dogs, you know. And they love to run. They love to get their exercise. But they're good puppies. They really truly are. So anyhow, so I definitely want your guys' feedback. I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you prefer? Do you prefer wind? Do you prefer solar, or a combination of both? I think for the cost, you got to look at the cost and what everything is going to be. It's just much more effective to have solar than it is to have wind. And again, that's my opinion. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what you think, okay? Because now, I got to tell you what, now we watered, I'm going to show you the garden here again real quick. We watered the garden last night, and that was the first time we've actually had to water the garden in almost 2 weeks, just because we've had so much rain. And obviously we're not going to have to water the garden tonight because we had a really good rainstorm come in through here. And like I said, we went in last night and we picked a bunch of stuff. Everything is just doing absolutely fantastic. I know I've said that before as well, but I just keep having to say it because the garden has done absolutely amazing. We've had a right combination this year of hot temperatures, a lot of moisture, and a combination of both has really just blown the garden up. It's just done fantastic. So I figured I would share that with you again. Really pleased with the garden this year. We're definitely going to expand it again next year. We expanded it this year, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. So while we were out today, I got to talk about this too. So we're out on our ride today, and I see a sign for sale. So we stop, and I'm going to tell you what was for sale in a second. So I'm talking to the guy and stuff like that, and he is talking about sheep. And he has, you know, these sheep for sale. And they were pretty cool. I sat there and talked to him probably 45 minutes, Heather, maybe? It was a long time. Yeah, she was like, Dad, can we just go already? They offered me a beer. I had a beer with them. They actually offered me a second beer, and I was like, no, I got to get on the road. I got to ride. But really nice people. And I talked to them, and we may be adding sheep to the homestead. So that might be on down the road here real soon. So we'll see. The price on the sheep was decent, and you know, he was explaining everything, and he was saying with the increase of the Muslim population in the area, like Rochester and all that type of stuff, they don't really eat cows. They don't eat pigs, obviously. They eat sheep and goats. So the price of them have really gone up, and so he was talking a lot about that, and I think that was pretty cool. And like with these guys, when they get a little bit older here, the pups, you know, they're natural shepherding dogs, so they would be great to have as far as keeping predators away and stuff like that. So pretty excited. I think we're going to be adding sheep before the end of the year, because we can add them before the snow flies, and it's not a big deal. He was talking about how they don't like the rain, that they will stay in the building during the rain, and it's a building with a wide open door. You have your pen for them. He goes, they are very, very domesticated, and he was showing us, and it was pretty cool actually. So I think we might be adding sheep before the end of the year. Hopefully then we would add the chickens in the spring. So we're definitely going to be having animals at the homestead. I wanted to obviously get the dogs as well, because they're going to help with you know, keeping predators away and stuff like that. And you know, I think it's everything's moving in the right direction, I will say that. So that's pretty cool. But I definitely want your guys' feedback on the topic of today: wind turbine versus solar, or a combination of both. What do you guys think? For me, for the cost, like I said, and I've said this already, but for the cost and everything, it's more efficient to add more solar than it is to go with the wind. So I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what you think. So please, you know, make your comments below. Hopefully you like the video, like, comment, share. Hit the icon of me and the kids when they were younger, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you get your updates. And yeah, things are going good here. I'm telling you what, it's like I'm like so happy. I'm glad we got the 2 puppies. I think what I'm going to end up doing, and I think I'm going to get him fixed, but not her. I may end up breeding her, hopefully with a dog that's going to be more of a herding dog, so that we can have good dogs, because like a lot of farmers want herding dogs. It's going to help keep the predators away. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to jump off of here, and I'm not going to show you the sight that I just saw walking down the stairs. It's very scary. Grandma's coming out of the house. She just took a shower, so it was frightening. I didn't want to scare you all, so I didn't pan around so you could see that. I'm being sarcastic. Anyway, guys, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. And that's really important. It really is. Don't ever let anybody diminish your goals or put down what you want to do. Stay focused, and you can do whatever you want to do. Okay? I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now. Goodbye, Heather. Goodbye, Heather. Goodbye, Heather. Heather, goodbye. Goodbye. All right.